DK Drama, Bird Gang Sports, and we got a lot to discuss. It's key, right? Homework is key. We got a couple of Dallas Cowboy YouTubers out there saying that they think that Dak should get more than Wentz and Dak is better than Wentz. So homework is everything. Homework is key. Wentz only seen Dallas 4 times in his career. Played with the injuries and stuff. Wentz is 2-2. Wentz is 2-2. Dak is 3-2. Let me put it like this. Carson Wentz is 2-2 versus Dallas Cowboys. He threw 7 touchdowns to 1 interceptions against him, which really gave him a 95.9% passer rate. Dak Prescott, on the other hand, he's 3-2 against us. 4 touchdowns to 4 interceptions, a 74.9% passer rate. Career records for both of them, Carson Wentz and Dak Prescott. Carson Wentz, 23-16. That's his passing game for the career. And Dak Prescott, 29-15. Now, as far as the completion percentage, Carson Wentz is 63.6% to Dak Prescott 65.7%. I can't argue with that because of the simple fact Dak got 8 games on him. Let's be real, all right? What you know, touchdown and interception is really self-explanatory. But Carson Wentz is a staggering 67-28 in the ratio, which is great. Ben, again, has been played 8 games less than Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott, 59-22 ratio. And we're going to take it back to 2016 Carson Wentz passing attempts, 607 to his completions, 379, 3,782 yards total in the season. He threw for 16 touchdowns and his QBR was a 49.4. Prescott, 2016, his attempts for passing the ball was 459. His completions was 311. His total yards was 3,667. He threw, though, for 23 touchdowns, and his QBR was a 78.8. That was pretty good, for real. I can't argue with that. All right, so let's go to 2017. Back to Carson Wentz. His attempts was 440. His completions was 265. His total yards in total throughout the whole 2017 season was 3,296, and he threw for 33 touchdowns. His QBR was a 77.2, which was sweet. That was the year, everything happened. Dak Prescott, on the other hand, his attempts was 490. His completions was 308. His total yards was 3,324. His touchdowns was 22 touchdowns, and his QBR was a 69.5, which was still decent. That's what I'm saying. He's not a bad quarterback. He is a decent quarterback, and he can maintain as long as he got a decent group around him. That's what I can't tell you, because without what their defense did last year for them, they wouldn't have been in the position they was in towards the end of the year, in the playoffs, whatever. You get what I'm saying, though. Without that defense, that's why I can't tip my hat to that defense, because that defense was biting last year. But 2018, the Carson Wentz, he attempted 401 passes. He only completed 279 of them. His total yards was 3,074 yards, and he threw 21 touchdowns. His QBR was a 64.9, and that was 2018. Dak Prescott, on the other hand, he attempted 526 times. He can play more games. Dak Prescott, on the hand, he attempted 526 times. He completed 356 times. His total yards was 3,885, and he threw for 22 touchdowns. His QBR was a 58.6, which was okay. But that just let me know from those 3 years, he stuck around the 22 to 23 touchdown range. So that's pretty much all you can really get from him. Like, a healthy Carson Wentz lets you know already. You know, the 296 yards total. His QBR was a 77.2, and he threw for 33 touchdowns healthy before the injury happened. A couple games down before preseason, so there's no telling how many touchdowns he really would have threw that year. And there's no telling what would have happened if he took us all the way to the Super Bowl that year too. Not taking no credit away from Nick Foles either, but I just want to leave it at that though, because I see a lot of YouTubers out there, and they I don't know. I just think it's a whole bunch of biased opinions. Nobody really keeping it real. Like, I just kept it real with y'all and let y'all know how I really felt, and I gave the guys credit where it was due. But I ultimately think that when Carson Wentz is healthy, there's really no stopping him. Carson Wentz is just better, man. A healthy Carson Wentz is just better, and he better than 90% of the quarterbacks in the league right now. A healthy Carson Wentz. But let me know in the comments what y'all think about the Carson Wentz and Dak Prescott comparison. And subscribe to my channel. This is DK Drama, Bird Gang Sports, and I'm out of here.